What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Louise, and you are listening to Twisted 20s. I'm starting off my first episode of the year, and I'm gonna start it off trying to plant into you guys' lives. I think that it's the beginning of the year, and it's time. It's always the beginning of the year. People want to they want to claim, oh, new year, new me. What's funny? They want to claim new year, new me. They want to claim, this year gonna be better than last year. I'm gonna do this, and they just be talking. Yeah. So my best friend is back.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
My best friend is back, and we have sat down and talked about our goals for the year, things that we want to accomplish. You can follow him on Instagram. What is your Instagram handles? Because sometimes I just forget. I don't know.
My name is Monte. That's what I go by. And my Instagram is him.monte on Instagram.
Yes, y'all follow him. Upcoming model.
But I dabble for right now. I am aspiring to be, though. So, 2020 is only filled with opportunity.
But you gotta get up. You gotta get up. Gotta get up. You do have to get up, though.
Yeah, you do.
You do. What are some of your goals for the year? We're gonna talk about. I'm only gonna share my personal goals, because I am still developing within myself. I have a few business goals thrown in there for my personal goals.
I'm dead.
Do you want to go first?
I think we should bounce back.
Okay.
That's cool.
You want to go first?
I say be more productive and consistent in your life. And when I say that, I mean if you have something in your life that you want to pursue, whether it be saving money or going to school or buying a house, put forth the effort. You can't. Everybody makes a New Year's resolution on things that are not necessarily big, but aren't easily attainable for them due to their situations. I feel like all our goals or New Year's resolutions should be realistic and something that we actually can be able to accomplish within a year's time, if that's what, a year's time is what it'll take. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You saying that people are too busy trying to reach their long-term goals and not attaining their short-term goals.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see. I would like to replace my old habits with healthier habits. I feel like I saw something. It was either on Twitter or Instagram. And it was talking about when you're bored and with nothing to do, you literally replace being bored with things that are not productive to you getting where you want to be. So if you're bored, you rather watch TV or watch Netflix or watch Hulu instead of doing something that could be productive to you, bettering your life.
Right.
And I can lay around all damn day and watch Netflix, watch Hulu, catch up on my shows, find new shows to watch instead of writing. Instead of sitting around doing things that are not being productive to my goals and to what my life purpose is, I want to replace those habits. And not even just that, I want to have healthier habits. I want to replace an unhealthy cereal. We hear you. I'm not here, but I am here. Okay, I want to place an unhealthier cereal with a healthier cereal, and in the mornings, instead of getting up and checking my phone and allowing all those people to come into my mind early that morning,
Right.
I want to get up in the morning and journal, write out my goals for the day or even the week, or even if it takes me looking at those goals every single day. I want to replace that and do something productive that's going to help my mind and help me get to where I want to be.
Yeah, I can relate to that because I do, get up and sad to say, I would just lay there instead of actually getting up and getting ready for work and be so dazed and going off into Instagram and Facebook like as soon as I wake up, and it's just I can understand where you're coming from. Yeah. So that's definitely something to
it's like
think about.
Those people, because the people that we're looking at on a daily basis, they're already have accomplished so much in their lives. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're watching them. We're not doing anything to get to even on their level. Like, literally, it still amazes me. Like, when I saw Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce together, I was like, look at that. Like, I want to meet Queen Latifah. I want to meet Oprah. I want to take a picture with Beyonce too. Like, I want to do all of these things, but what am I doing to actually accomplish and get in the room with those type of people? Mm-hmm. Because I have to be able to get to that level that those doors are opening to me. Mm-hmm. I'm not on that level right now, but when I get on it, they ain't ready. They ain't ready, and that's all I got to say about it. They ain't ready. Okay.
One thing I want to do this year is perfect what I feel as though is my purpose or something that I'm trying to pursue, which is modeling. How I can fulfill that purpose, and just invest in myself, challenge my purpose, and mold that to what I want it to be and how I want it to fit into my life. And you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
I'm just finding out what your purpose is.
Yeah,
and fulfilling it.
And I kind of do want to do modeling. That's not I really do want to do modeling. And it's something I'm passionate about. I feel like I'm waiting for somebody to see the potential in me.
Let me ask you this. What do you feel like your purpose is with modeling? I know you say that's what you want to do, but like, what do you feel like modeling is doing for you, but not only for you, but for others? Like, what is you modeling? What is your purpose for modeling? Are you modeling to bring change? Are you modeling to break barriers for people? Like, think about that. And then that's how you're going to be able to figure out really and truly what your purpose is. Because what you want to do with your purpose is different than what your purpose is. Once you figure out why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be like, so that's what my purpose is. Because that's how I was. Like, I knew I wanted to write. I knew I wanted to do a podcast. But what was the reasoning behind all that? Mm-hmm. What was the purpose of that? Mm-hmm. And I really and truly feel like a part of my purpose is I feel like you can have like multiple purposes. Yeah. And I feel like my counselor always tells me all the time, like she would tell me, like, you can't heal everybody. And I don't want to heal everybody. Mm-hmm. I want to help people heal themselves. And I think that's why I wanted to start my podcast. Like, that was a part of my purpose.
Shit.
Okay, I guess it's my turn for another one. Okay. Listen, this This one right here is so true. I want to listen to my inner voice more and become one with myself. And I say that because y'all was on a cruise and I had 3 times to win 20 grand. I had 3 chances to win $20,000 at the casino on the cruise. I cannot make this up. I was ready to choose. I had flipped a coin and I had got 2 coins said grand, which means like you had to match the pieces. So if you got 3 coins that said the same thing, you got that amount of the amount of number on that prize. So the grand prize was $20,000. So I had already had 2 coins that matched grand. And the coin that I was getting ready to choose, that I was given at first and said I need to choose that one, I ended up changing my mind and chose a different one. That one that I was getting ready to choose on the first round was another grand, and I could have been walking out of there with 20 grand, $20,000. But what did I do? I ignored my inner voice. I ignored it, and I should have listened to it. So next time when my inner voice is trying to give me a blessing, I'm gonna fucking listen. That is the lesson I learned at the end of the year. I'm so serious. I'm gonna stop ignoring my inner voice. If something is telling me that one, do that, don't do that, that person ain't for you, that person is for you, I'm gonna start listening. Because that's my inner self telling me, hey, this is for you, that's not for you. That's not the way to go about that. But I say all that to say I just want to become like one with myself. I want to be able to just be connected and know that when something is not right, it's not right. When something is for me, it's for me. So that's another one of my goals for this year.
I like to piggyback off of my last one when I was talking about purpose. Take a leap of faith or just a test on yourself to see what you're capable of, and because you only you hold the true potential and the true power of what you can do. So self-doubt is a major thing that we all must overcome in 2020, including myself. But definitely put your all into everything that you set out to do, because only you hold the limitations. It's like when you get up and go to work in the morning, you be like, I really don't like this job. Mm-hmm. I really don't want to go. You already put in your mind that that's how your day gonna go, or that's the vibe it's gonna be. So just like you put so much hate into going to work, your little 9 to 5, put a lot of love into what you really want to do.
So you can get away from that.
So you can get to where you want to be.
Right.
And not just love, you got to put time. I know you got to put effort. It takes a lot, true hard work to actually fulfill anything. But all it does is take a little bit of faith. So put a lot of faith in yourself and a lot of time in what you want to do, and you will succeed.
Okay, nephew.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Okay. I would like to read 10 books this year that challenge my mind and help me with my self-development.
That's good. I didn't think about that.
I want to I'm reading a book now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of thick. I want to be finished with it by the end of the month. I think that I can, because I read fairly fast.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to get back into that because I actually love to read. My mom used to make me read every day as a kid to her, and she ended up falling asleep. Talking about, your voice is so soothing. No, you just made me read. I hated it as a kid, but I actually, grew to learn, to love it, because it's something that occupies my mind and gives me knowledge. but I want to read books that open my mind to different things. I would also like to read like more financial books to learn more about investing and how to manage your money and how to build, off of your money and stuff like that. But not just that, but I would like to read more spiritual books and just more about learning about my heritage. And I think a lot of times, in school we're taught that we came from slavery, and I'm tired of hearing that story.
Yeah. I
want to find where I really and truly came from.
Yeah.
And learn and understand that. And I feel like that'll have a lot to do with my self-development as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll add to my my spirituality. And just me as being a black woman, I know that the black race is we're very powerful, energetic people. But we've been brainwashed to think that we're not. And I think that's a lot of times why we are at the bottom and we are not successful. And because 90% of the world, well, what they want us to think is white and rich, and we just at the totem pole, poor. Because I go to the movies and I see the TV shows, and the white people are always in charge. The white people always have the money. The white people always are seen as the superior race, the people that are actually doing shit. And really, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. Fuck shit up, melting Antarctica and stuff. Okay, and I want to bring that power back to our people. Like, I want my generation, because we are getting ready to be the next people that are going to be running shit. We are getting ready to. We are in the position to be in power. And I feel like I want to know where my inner power comes from, my inner strength,
your purpose, where
that really and truly comes from, and what I come from. I want to know my lineage. Like, I really want to. That's the one thing I want to do this year is get blood work done. I want to know like what I have in me. That's the one thing I want to do. And just read up on stuff and learn new things to add to my knowledge. Because I don't remember shit I was taught in high school and middle school. Like, I remember a few things, but so I feel like, that's we get all that stuff poured into us all those years, and then you go to college and get all that poured in your. But when you're sitting around working all day, and you get home from work, you're tired, you're going to sleep. Like, you're not putting any knowledge into your mind. So that's why I want to try to read 10 books this year. Well, I'm going to read 10 books this year.
Okay.
And if I read them before the end of the year, I'm just gonna keep reading.
Right, I always keep reading. Read in between.
And they said it was an old white guy that said, if you don't want black people to know anything, put it in the book. Because they think we don't read no way. So I'm gonna find out what the hell they know. Put that in the book. Put that in the book so I can read it. But yeah.
One of my goals for resolutions was to accomplish one goal a month. And I guess I can put that towards, pursuing modeling or other business ventures, or even just something personal. And within that month, I could put, I am going to set aside time to accomplish that goal. So it's not like I'm putting it off. I'm setting aside time to actually do it each day to fulfill that goal for the month. And I feel like that's something easy to do, something everybody can do. even if it's just writing something down, looking something up, you know, exercising every day, or, you know, shit. Something. Get out there and do something. But no, seriously. That's something easy, something everybody could do. Like even if it's something big or something small, you could set a goal a month and pursue after that.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback off that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to become more disciplined in anything that I do.
Right.
With eating better, you know, wanting to go to the gym, doing my podcast, doing YouTube. You know, I want to be more disciplined with anything that I do in my life, because if I'm not disciplined with it, I'll never finish anything. Because you have to have some type of discipline in your life in order to complete and finish your goals. And if I feel like if I practice being disciplined, then doing everything I need to do will just become second nature. Because I've already become disciplined to it. My body is used to it. My mind knows, hey, every morning at 7 o'clock, I'm getting up to go to the gym. Or for breakfast, I'm going to eat healthier. Or, because let me say something, I ain't becoming no vegan. Okay? I want my chicken. Okay?
Man, what?
Okay? I'll eat me a grilled chicken salad. Okay, with some spinach. But I'm going to eat me some chicken. Some chicken wings sometimes. But,
I'm sick of it. I had some chicken on my way from Atlanta. It was the best.
And then over Christmas, I had that smoked bear. Let me tell you.
And you know what? People keep saying, we need to make some more animals. Well, there's plenty of animals out here.
Smokey the Bell
y'all
was
gotta
smoking,
kill them.
okay?
Everything
Smokey
going
the
extinct because y'all shooting them and
Listen.
hanging them up.
Okay, how are we supposed to eat?
No, they shooting them, hanging them up on
the walls.
walls and shit.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Stuffing them and shit. But
And
you
making
keeping
polar
bears
bear
up.
rugs and stuff. I like polar bears. And they almost extinct because people won't. I mean, who wants to walk in the house and see a polar bear? Like, seriously, that polar bear looks scared as hell. Why would I want to see that when I walk in your house?
You did. Oh, yeah.
Or see the deer heads on the wall.
That's why people should.
Telling you. They always coming up with some new name, like they discovering stuff, but really they down there fucking shit up. You don't know what that stuff down there is being used for by nature.
What stuff?
The world, the ice and stuff. They need that down there. Them polar bears and stuff. They need that stuff, and they just down there ruining nature. We need that to survive. We gonna be dead. Them 6 people gonna kill us.
Well,
shit. I hope they do better in 2020.
I hope the government does better in 2020.
I just ask that we just this year I think we should make a new amendment, a new rule, a new law where we take a 4-year break after each president.
It's time to recuperate.
We've been dating. We don't never get to be single. we just one big. America is a $2 whore. Think about it. Anybody can just get up in there in that White House.
Once you think about America, you have to think about it ain't nothing but white people who got tired of doing what other white people say, so they moved away and stole land and niggas from where the fuck they was at, and build a corrupt empire.
Mm-hmm. And they started that back in England when they was over there.
Exactly.
With no son, thinking the son was leaving them. They thought they was dying. Came from the Caucasus Mountains.
Mountains.
There was out there in the mountains. Ain't nothing but Vikings.
Seriously though.
Cause I mean,
that's what it is.
Like I just be thinking, like we really are. Like they let anybody up in that house. You can't let everybody up in your house.
And you know what? Tiffany Haddish said something on one of her on one of her comedy shows, and she said her grandmother told to her, you have to treat your body like it's your house. You take care of it. You mow the lawn. You trim the grass.
And they do that at the White House. They keep the grass cut.
Painted. Keep it up.
They keep the White House up.
But you don't have a whole lot of motherfuckers running in and out your house.
How many people that had up in there? 45 people. 45.
Because then people gonna think it's a crack house.
And that's what it is. It's a crack house. It is a whole house.
And guess what America is?
Donald Trump a hoe. He a hoe.
And you know what? We are off topic.
I know we off topic, but we want them to do better in 2020.
We do want them to do better.
Y'all, you know what they need to do? All them old people in office really.
All I have to say to everybody is, listen. Go out and vote. Go out and vote. If everybody that say they don't want to vote, go out and vote anyway.
Let me tell you why people don't vote, because they don't know anything. They don't know about politics.
I'm telling you,
they don't teach us.
Real.
When was the last time they taught us about politics in school? I learned. The only time I ever learned about the judicial systems was in elementary. After that, I didn't learn nothing else about politics.
You know what? They also had to make it optional. Because you have to be in one. If you went to, one of them academy schools or magnet schools, they made it optional to what you was going to pursue. Now, if you was smart, if you dope dealers out there, if you smart, you get in that law academy, and you learn your something. You see what I'm saying?
So you can
learn how to get off. You seen how to get away with murder, so learn how to get off. You say if you're gonna be out there dealing with the law, you might as well know about it. Hello.
Yeah.
Take a couple of business classes. Learn how to slang it right.
At your local college community.
Natural Sega.
If you are sitting at home selling drugs, wishing that you knew more about the law, you can take up local classes at National State Community College at White Ridge Road.
Main campus.
But they have several locations. Seriously. Like, it just...
And we don't condone the use of drugs in school zones and things of that nature, even though it's becoming legal anyway.
It's been legal, but the government is the one bringing it up here. We can't get it. We don't have boats to smuggle stuff over.
Hello?
We don't have trains to get stuff over.
I heard something on the news saying that, and it was on, I don't really watch the news like that. It was, what's the NC...
Cracker News Network.
Oh my. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Cracker News Network.
And I don't know.
CNN.
Yes.
Cracker
CNN.
News Network.
That is not what it stands for.
What does it stand for?
I don't know.
Crackers News Network.
Anyways. It was a clip from there. And they were saying, the Mexicans aren't, because it's coming legal in America, the Mexicans aren't bringing weed in from Mexico anymore. Those drug traffickers aren't bringing it in anymore. So they're bringing in heroin. That's what they said, girl, on Channel 5. Lily Stams.
Who is bringing it in?
They said that the Mexicans is bringing in the heroin and all the hard drugs because America is making weed legal.
Oh, they are? They are? Who are they bringing it into? They're not on the street selling it. Who are they bringing it into? A Patrick that owns a corporation. CEO Patrick.
See, my thing is, there's pros and cons.
The Mexicans.
I feel like there's pros and cons to the whole dispensary thing. You see, it's pros and cons to the whole making it legal.
When I had my hunt, I'd be growing my own stuff in my backyard on my farm.
See, that's the thing. Because I don't know what the government giving me.
See, that's the thing. That is the thing. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm telling you now, like, when they legalize, they have been trying for years. This is why weed has been legal, because they couldn't control it. You know, they make they shit in the kitchen, they cocaine, they heroin, with all that tranquilizer and baking soda and crap, all that crap. But weed come from the earth. They've been trying for years to figure out how to control it. Right. How can they mix strains? Because they want it to be a drug so bad. They want to mix it and put them chemicals and all of that. That's why I'm gonna grow my own stuff. I hope you're listening, because they be
save your seeds, baby. Put in a little packet and put it in the drawer, because you're gonna need them later on.
I'm so serious. Once they legalize that stuff, I ain't buying from nobody. I'm not buying from nobody, because guess what's gonna be in it? The heroin,
the coke, the smack.
And then everybody gonna walk around looking like zombies, because not only that, you have a THC and that man-made crap. I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling for it. I sure am. And if we want to buy your land, we want to partner with you. No, you cannot. My stuff is organic.
And I would like to, speaking of lands, obviously this is not something that I can fulfill in a year. Maybe,
I understand.
Depending on circumstances.
You don't know shit.
You never know. But what I'm saying is, I would like to invest in land and getting land and buying land in the future.
That's what I want to do. I want to do real estate too. I want to get me some properties rented out.
That is
some Airbnbs.
More than Airbnb.
Them white people's
some hotels.
Yes.
Big profits, baby.
I want some of them. What they call them? Resorts. I want a resort.
I said La Quinta.
I want some resorts. I want some tropical shit over on an island somewhere. I
got La Quintas over there on the island. Don't.
And nice ones too, better than the ones they got here. I want to invest in stuff that's gonna make me money income every month.
In the long term, yes.
Some like you can rent out. Honey, people really be out here paying $2,000 in rent. That's a mortgage.
Double the mortgage.
Imagine if you was to buy the property and it's already paid for, no mortgage, nothing. You pocketing that $2,000
a month.
If you doing an Airbnb, and think about if you got 4 Airbnbs, you can make $10,000, $12,000, $20,000 a month, depending on where your Airbnb is at
and how nice your house is. I want us to educate more Black people on financial growth and how to be stable while we are learning ourselves and going through things in our own. We still experience things, and I feel like other people can get from what you have experienced. I feel like that's good. Like, just like what we was just talking about.
Things that you can do. I mean, it don't even matter if it's gonna take y'all. If you can think about like, a month. If you and your friends, y'all in high school, y'all all working. Y'all freshmen in high school. Some kids working freshman year. Or even if you a senior in high school, or if you in college with some friends and y'all got a job, whether it's you putting $100 from every check, $500 from every check, or even if it's not investing in property, it's y'all, let's put our money together and let's find something that we can invest in that can double our profit, triple what we put in. It's a lot of things out there that we can do that we don't know about because we're not taught to do or to even know about that stuff. Like credit.
Yeah.
Like
stuff like that.
I didn't know that you could travel on credit. Like it's a lot of things that we don't know about and we don't understand about. I actually know some people that would probably love to talk on my podcast about credit and financial things. So I definitely will be hitting them up in the near future. I think that'd be a good episode.
Yeah.
Black History Month, we learning about finances, baby. So we can start creating some new Black history. Like,
Yes,
I am
that
so
is
sick
well.
and tired of hearing about the same. Look, I appreciate what y'all did, but what are we gonna do? Okay, they dead and gone. They did what they did. We so hung up on them. What are we doing to change the world? What are we doing to make the future better? Because they did stuff to help with the next generation. What are we doing? I want something better. I ain't finna be sitting around leeching off of them. Because guess what? They gonna want to leech off of you too. Keeping you in this situation. They really ain't gonna have it for long. Because we gonna get the wrong motherfucker up in there. and y'all thought Donald Trump was something. They probably said, y'all thought he was something. Wait till we got coming for you this year. I'm so serious.
The whites is so evil. And they really
they don't care.
Hell, we
they
just
don't care. They are
so
evil.
And I was watching an interview with Louis Farrakhan this morning. And he was in front of an audience of white people. And one older lady got up and said, your words make... she said, I feel as though your words make us feel like there is violence or make us feel scared. And he basically broke it down to her. It's funny how white people can feel violence from black people, but when y'all violated us for 300 years. So now that we're free from y'all bullshit, y'all scared. That's internal. That's an internal guilt from y'all. You see what I'm saying? And white people truly do think that way. White people are scared. White people are scared to walk down the street next to a black person.
Honey, I'll tell you something. If black people really realize the power that they hold within their minds, within their bodies,
that's what I was
and we
saying
all
earlier.
came together, let me tell you something. These white people would be shook.
Yes, that's what he said.
Shaking in their boots.
And that interview was in like the 80s.
And it only gets worse. That's why they making it illegal now, so they can carry their weapons. That's exactly why. So they can kill us all before we can kill them. Because I'm going to tell you, we ain't going to take too much of y'all's bullshit.
Yeah, because one thing about history, it tends to repeat itself with some of the bullshit. Mm-hmm. And it's usually on the white side. And
on the what side?
This ain't the generation to fuck with.
It really ain't.
And when you think about
that's the
it,
thing.
When everything that was going on back in the day, black people were just getting out of that mindset of
slavery.
Slavery.
But see, we didn't live in that generation. We live in the generation
with the white folks and all the bullshit. So we see the bullshit that they doing. So we ain't gonna be with that bullshit because we got a different mindset than what they had back in the day. We more progressed. We've all progressed. We know what's going on.
And we done seen it.
Bitch, you ain't gonna fuck with me. Huh? All right.
Yeah.
Billy Bob, sit down. No, but seriously though,
I don't want to have to mess you and Sarah up. Like, come on, sit down.
But no, once you think about it, that's
you don't even
really
know you
truly
in
how
danger.
it is. Molly, you in danger.
You're in danger. You better back up.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, truly.
And I'm just these old people that are in the government. It's time for y'all. Some of them is
Step
old
down.
as hell.
And you know what?
Old as dirt.
Once you think about all the people that have money, all the billionaires, people you don't even know.
Don't even know. Hear about.
Those are people that that's generational wealth.
Yeah.
White people. Mostly white people that have these millions and billions of dollars that
trillions.
You don't even know that
trillions. Offshore accounts. Offshore accounts.
That you don't even know about.
Don't even know about houses look like museums.
That's generational wealth.
Those are the ones that's running the country.
From 300 years ago.
Yeah.
From when they first got us. So what happened? And I'm also thinking. This popped up in my mind. Where's my reparations?
We ain't getting none.
So it's these white people
because see
they got these millions and trillions of dollars, but It's motherfuckers out here hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It's motherfuckers out here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got all these government
It should be no homeless people. It should be nobody out here poor.
World peace?
Like it should be nobody out here struggling for a damn thing.
A goddamn thing. These got
they greedy.
They
In
greedy.
The bank. Greedy.
And like I said, it's mostly white people.
White people. It is all white people.
Why is it that
the
mindset?
only people that they gave reparation to, the Indians, can go to school for free.
College?
Think about it. College. Indians. If you have Indian blood in you, you can go to school for free. They have, in the Jews, them people that they put in them concentration camps, they love to yell that out. But as soon as we say something about some slavery, motherfuckers get uncomfortable.
Right.
It becomes uncomfortable. Why? Why does it become uncomfortable? Because y'all trifling.
It's generational guilt.
Oh, we don't feel bad about y'all. Because, see, they don't feel, let me tell you, I'll never
The
forget.
white people that do feel
No,
bad.
let me tell you.
It's some white people that don't give a fuck. They still hate our asses. Because
White
that's
people,
generational
all
stupidity.
that stuff, the concentration camps. White people don't care about that shit because white people will do their own people dirty and not care.
Yeah.
But the moment you bring up something that they did to another race, they uncomfortable. I see it all the time on the movies. The white people don't care about their own people.
And you know what? I would like to say something about the movies and white folks. And I'm
tired of seeing y'all in the cool roles, even though y'all do a good
But you
job.
have to think about it. You have to think about it. And I've come to terms with it. A lot of this shit that they do in these movies, a lot of black people aren't in, is white people shit.
I can see black people in it though. I can see black people with, because we're all the ones with superpowers.
Okay. not even, I'm talking about like these Academy Award movies, these
I don't ever see any
the
of those.
movies we don't watch because ain't no black people in them.
I don't ever see any of those. But we only get the
But
Academy
they make these
Award.
millions of dollars.
We only get the Academy Award movies when it comes to slavery
and suffrage, oppression, or sci-fi, honey. Put us out of our element. You know what I'm saying? But yes.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get into film. Like, I'm real big on, like, when I say I want to open up my own production company, I want to make my own movies and TV shows. Let me say that I want to make my own black movies and TV shows. I want to show black people in a different light. Mm-hmm. I mean, we always seeing them selling drugs, gang banging, pimping. Like, nigga, why we can't be a doctor? Why we can't be an astronaut? Mm-hmm. Why we can't be billionaires owning all this property? Why can't we have, the superpowers, the flying powers, the mind powers? Why we can't have any of that? And every blue moon they let a Negro get in there.
I'm sick of you.
Master let us have Black Panther. Master let us have Catwoman. Master let us have Storm. Every now and then you will get one in there. We'll get one every now and then. But we continuously 365 days see them in the light.
Yeah.
We only get 100 days.
But we getting there.
We're getting there. We are. Black people are really stepping it up in film. Really and truly.
In every aspect
everything,
of life, in life, yes. Black people are really getting up there. We got black
that's
millionaires
that's
and billionaires.
because our generation is
like
not like the previous old people. No offense, because
and
my granny and her mom, their generation was they raised my mama. So my mama grew up on that mentality, but my mama instilled a new mentality in me. When I turned 21, literally that whole year, she was sowing into me, sowing into my life, putting words of encouragement, putting words of change, so I can look at my life differently for this exact moment. so that I can sit down and have a conversation with somebody like this, because this is something that our black people need to hear.
Right.
Our black generation needs to hear. My auntie told me, I said, you need to make it for everyone. It's called Twisted 20s. It's for my generation. It's for the people I went to school with.
Right.
It's not for y'all 40, 50-year-olds. Or y'all.
This ain't flourishing 40s.
Okay.
Right.
Hit me up when I turn 40, but even then, you still won't be able to. So, just this 2020 is a new decade. It's not even, I'm not going to even say a new year, because we in a whole new decade. When I say on the 1st, I felt like all that energy, that negativity, that depression, all that energy of holding me back just kind of just flushed out, and new energy came in. And I've never felt that way before. Like, it was literally like the world sucked up my 2019 and it just disappeared into the universe. Like, seriously. Like, just and disappeared. Like, I don't feel any baggage. I don't feel like I'm holding on to any baggage of last year. I've learned the lessons I needed to learn. Now it's time for me to apply those lessons and apply what I've learned from it, so that I can become a better version of myself, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yeah.
And I feel it. It's gonna be some good years coming. Cause I'm gonna get old. I ain't gonna be 20s, but I ain't gonna be in my 20s for long. I'm serious. Like, think about how old we was when it became 2000. Like, think about it.
2000?
In 2000, 2010, 2011. Like, how old was us? How old were we?
In 2000? Which
in
2000?
Year?
In 2000?
Yes.
I was maybe 3.
Okay. Think about that. And think about how old you are now. And think about how old you're going to be when this decade is over. We get ready to get old in this decade. Like, I'm so serious.
I'll be 33.
You're gonna be older. You're gonna be.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Think about it. You're not gonna even be where you are now.
It's true.
This is the decade for us to build for our later life. I'm serious. This is the decade for us to build the life that we want to live, so when we get older and have kids and retire, we can really live comfortably.
Thriving 30s.
So serious.
That's gonna be the next decade. Y'all come soon.
And I'm still gonna be cussing. Probably cussing like a sailor by that time with mimosas.
Not with the mimosas. It's gonna be a different theme.
And by that time, we'll be on We TV.
Live.
And people be watching us every week. Like one of them reality TV shows. The Kardashians will be gone, so.
Nah, baby.
They need to.
I think if they do leave, they coming back. They got too many kids not to.
I'm tired of them coming back.
They need
to leave their negativity. We don't want to see their negativity. We want to see more positivity on TV.
When you get the Smiths on there and the Harveys.
Yes, that's who needs to get shows.
Before they get too indulgent, like.
That's who needs to get the shows. I would love to see the Smiths on TV as a reality TV show. I want to see the Harveys
because I feel like that whole family dynamic would be nice. They got a lot of kids they can.
I would like to see Diddy and his family.
Once they get a little older, but I would too.
I would like to see a show with them. I think that's about it. I think that's all I want to see is family wise.
Yeah, family wise. I like to see us on TV.
Oh, honey, we gonna be on TV. I really believe it. I really see us on TV. We TV, if you're listening. I'll make sure I tag you when I post this.
Okay, I would like to say something. One of my New Year's resolutions was to travel more. And I found, I never told my grandma this, but I told her, she asked me what I wanted for Christmas around Thanksgiving. And I told her, whatever you feel as though I need, or, whatever you want to get me. I wasn't no big deal about it. She was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to get you something I think you need. So a couple days after that, I was like, I called her and I was like, I know what I want now. I want me a TV. She was like, well, I already got you what you gonna get. And I was like, oh, well, okay. She was like, okay, well, I'll see you there. I was like, okay. So, Christmas comes around. My mom got me a TV, by the way. But Christmas comes around and, I go over there and she got me luggage. And I never told her that I wanted to travel more or, anything like that. And the fact that I told her to get me whatever she thought I needed. And that she thought about getting me luggage was something that was kind of, it resonated in me.
It's a sign.
A sign, yeah.
That you're going to be traveling.
That I'm going to be traveling more. And for New Year's, I traveled to Atlanta. So, I feel like that was, it was good. I sure did use that luggage. I filled it on up.
I think I have maybe 2 more. Well, I'll just put them together. I would like to triple my initial investment into my company.
Mm-hmm.
Major comeback. And I would like to double my following for my business, for my personal brand, for my YouTube. In every aspect of anything that I pursue, I would like to double my following. Because I feel like with my following doubling, which means I'm getting more exposure, more people are seeing me, meaning more brand opportunities, more partnerships are going to happen. And I need that following to be able to do certain things with certain brands anyway, because certain brands look at your following, your engagement, and all of that. So I definitely want those 2 things to happen this year. Well, it's all gonna happen because I'm putting in the work for it to happen. So, period poo.
Another goal for 2020, I would say, is put in the work.
Yes.
Put in the effort. Know what you're capable of. Know what you can do, but also try to exceed that. Mm-hmm. Try to go above, but also beyond.
Surprise yourself.
Yes. Challenge yourself. Not just with your goals too.
It gets hard. Especially like, I know with me, it's hard for me because this is something new for me. Mm-hmm. I've never been in a position where I've had to constantly, post about stuff every day, and yet alone 3 times a day.
Right.
And be consistent with it. So a lot of times this is where people give up. At that point when it's time to put that work in, that dedication, and keeping at it. And this is where a lot of times people give up because it gets hard.
Right.
And you just have to constantly remind yourself why you are going for those goals. Whether that's to be more financial stable, to be able to travel more so you can open up your business, your boutique, whatever it is. Just remind yourself that whatever your goal is going to bring a better life for you. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is that you want to create for yourself, you just have to keep going because you don't want to be where you are. I don't want to be last year at this time. I don't want to be where I was.
Right.
I don't want to be where I was 2 months ago.
Right.
At the end of the year, I want to look back and say, I used my year wisely.
Right.
I used my year to be productive and to exceed my goals. Now, this upcoming year, I'm finna really tear it up. Mm-hmm. I'm finna go even harder because even though I'm where I wanted to be, I'm not yet. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm where I wanted to be this year. But now it's time to crunch some more. So just know that your goals are going to help you get to where you want to be. And not to give up. You got to keep going. You can't give up when the race is just starting.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you if you give up, you basically running back.
Yeah. I saw a quote and said, if you going through hell, why would you stop? Why would you stop in hell?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going till you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So if you don't like your situation,
I don't want to burn up. I like
Look,
summertime, but I ain't
right.
trying to.
Sometimes breeze.
Let me tell you, some of y'all is crispy. I'm gonna tell you now. Some of y'all some crispy folks. It's time to come up out that oven box. It really and truly is. It's time to get up and finish the race. It really is. It's time to cross that finish line, because some of y'all halfway there and you give up. It's time to keep going. It's time to get up.
Yeah. I like to say, we talked about something earlier about keeping going. You had said something. I think we weren't recording
This was
yet.
earlier.
Mm-hmm. And you was like, not giving up. People start stuff, and it's after they usually start is when they finish or when they stop. You always have to keep going. It's like pursuing YouTube or we've done it both.
Consistent. Yeah, we have started and stopped.
And then stopped. Mm-hmm. We've gotten a little bit of traction and then we stopped. So
and then
we also have to remind ourselves that we also have to keep going.
Because you can't stop in the middle of creating something.
Mm-hmm. Because it's no longer creation.
Mm-mm. And then too, when you do stop, you prevent yourself from being somewhere different than you could be, Because imagine if we had started our businesses, we probably wouldn't be broke. We probably wouldn't have been struggling in college trying to pay rent. We wouldn't be, I probably wouldn't even be Nashville.
We weren't in that mindset then.
No,
We
at all.
Greatly matured. And I was thinking to myself earlier that, I'm glad that I could never explain to anybody why I have such an emotional connection for you and our friendship, because we've matured together. We've been friends for so long that, see, I'm getting too bad just thinking about it.
I was telling Davion, I tell him this every single time I talk about you. That year I stopped talking to you for that year, and my mom was really trying to get me to find myself, and I was like, it really hurt Demonte's feelings.
That really hurt my feelings. That's not funny.
You're the one laughing. The fuck.
Because I tried to make light of the situation a lot.
I stopped talking to you. Not, it wasn't anything with you. It was me having to. I was thinking differently, and you weren't thinking how I was thinking, and I feel like we needed that time apart so that we could each go through our own things so that we can grow and mature. Because like I tell Davion all the time, I'm like, Demonte is my only friend that I've actually been through real adult shit with.
Yeah.
Trying to struggle to pay our bills. like
times when I ate, you ate.
Yeah,
that type of
you're
situation.
The only person that I've actually been through shit like that with. I have never been through any of that with any of my other adult friends. None of them. I remember the first time I ever met you, sophomore year, that's how far we go back. And that's why I be telling him all the time, I'm so proud of you. We have both come a long way maturity wise in the way that we think and process stuff. Even in college, we was thick as thieves, and was we really have come a long way. You are literally the only person that I've been through, I can say, real life lessons with. I don't have another friend that I've been through stuff like that with.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And I feel like that's why. I get, and I can't explain it, but baby, when I start talking about you, I just get water. Baby, anybody that want to smoke is gonna get it. That's just on period. But nah, for real. This is life.
Yeah.
But what else?
I don't know. You know, we've been talking for an hour. And I'm gonna say this. If you are listening to this and if you have goals and things that you want to accomplish in your life, write it out. Take time to listen to your inner self and figure out what you really and truly want out of your life. Mm-hmm. Because we're in our 20s now.
Right.
And whatever we do in our 20s is setting us up for later on in life. You can't, people say, oh, you young, you've got all the time in the world.
We don't.
And this is the time right now to get it, to create it, to build it.
We gotta get it now.
Because I don't want to wait till I'm 35 to start building. I don't want to wait till I'm 32 to start building.
Right.
I'm 22 now, which means I got 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I got about a good 7 or 8 years that to go in my life and build and hustle and build what I want. Because when I say I want to be retired by 35, that's exactly what the fuck I mean. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to have so many investments. I got multiple bank accounts. Like, I'm so serious. Like, and I laugh about it and I joke about it, but I'm serious. Mm-hmm. This is the time for us to do it. I think we get so caught up in partying, going out, hanging out with our friends, working, trying to pay. By the time you stop and realize you're going to be 35, still working and never accomplishing your dreams. You have got to find time to pursue what it is you want for your life. Because that job that you working is not going to care if you can't pay your bills. They're not going to care if your car get repossessed. They're not going to care if you got put out of your apartment. Mm-hmm. They're not going to care. You have to be able to set yourself up so that if anything is to happen to you, if your car get messed up, I got the money to get it fixed. You have to set yourself up where you're not living check to check. You're not worried about how you're going to pay your light bill or how you're going to pay your car note or your rent. I don't want to live like that. That's some looking over your shoulder type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to live like it.
That's why I also said that I want to encourage more financial literacy for Black people.
Yes.
No, we don't know so much.
And we only know so little of what they taught us in personal finance.
Yeah. And that's a semester. And then after that, then what? They put you out there to pay bills and to pay them.
No, take out college loans. That's what they put you out there to do. Because, it's funny that they will let you take hundreds and thousands of dollars out in student loans, but won't give you a $5,000 loan to start your business.
Right.
Think about that. They will let you go in debt, take out a loan to go to school, but won't let you take out no money to build your business, to build your life up. This is the year to start working on yourself, working on your business, working on your goals. Write that shit out. I got mine written out right now. Right now. Do it in the morning when you first wake up. Quit looking at that phone. Ain't nothing on there. They doing the same thing. They really and truly are doing the same thing. And if you do get on your phone, look at some people that's filling your mind with positivity. Listen to people that's encouraging you to do something different with your life. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode. I guess I'm going to call it 2020 Goals. Are you in good hands?
I'm dead.
So serious.
What about... I tried to make it catchy because Twisted 20s 2020. You know. But that could be a movement.
It could.
Could be a movement. All of the 20s.
Mm-hmm. And ain't that something? My show called Twisted 20s, and we living in the damn 20s.
And we in our what?
20s.
Ain't that good? Didn't he give us something? Didn't he give us a platform?
I think that's what the episode 1 gonna be called for season 2. Twisted 20s. And in the description, I'm gonna talk about how we just, talk about our goals for the year, for the decade.
Oh, this is the new season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should did you announce that at the beginning of the show?
I just re-recorded.
I recording at the end.
Stop and then record it.
Did you already stop? No, we still recording.
We still recording.
Oh, we got this. Anything? Want to go off book?
Yeah.
Honey, get your flu shots.
Get your flu shots, honey,
Get
because
your
my
flu
baby,
shots.
he in there sick. I'm have to take care of him. He'll tell me sick shit or rub him down and stuff so he can rest. Because he don't ever get sick but his ass. I tried to tell his ass. I knew his ass had a sinus infection a long time ago. But I don't get sick. I don't get sick.
Do you want to talk about 2019? Or we just going to leave
You know what?
in the past? We talked a lot about 2020 this episode. But we never talked about 2019.
Well,
now, that bitch was disrespectful.
What you say?
That bitch was disrespectful. The bitch 2019.
Are you talking about that bitch?
That bitch. But I do feel like it was a year of an awakening. It was definitely something we all went through something that made us open our third eye, so to speak, to understand and grow from different situations.
Definitely. I know for me, I had a lot of lessons I needed to learn, not just about myself, but within my life and things that I needed to change and be able to change about myself, especially with putting my foot down and being more stern and speaking up when I need to, you know, because a lot of times I get myself in these situations because I don't speak up to begin with,
Right.
I put other people's feelings before mine, and I care about, people before I care about myself. And, I just learned that it's okay to care about people, but don't lose sight of what's important for you. You can't put people before yourself. If, you're not feeling it, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah,
Sorry. Can't do it.
You can't be comfortable. No, you can't be uncomfortable being comfortable.
You can't be uncomfortable, trying to help somebody else with their comfortability.
Yeah.
Because if they're comfortable and I'm uncomfortable,
how does that work?
It doesn't.
How does that work out for the both of you?
Yeah.
It doesn't work out for one.
So I think I had to go through a lot of uncomfortable lessons for me to learn that.
Yeah.
And that's something I've dealt with for a while. It's something I've dealt with because I'm such a loving and caring person. Like, when I do stuff with people, I do it out of the bottom of my heart. I do it because I'm a Cancer. So we lovable people. Like, if I love hard. There's nothing I wouldn't do for anybody I don't care about. I'll give you the shirt off my back. If I had $1 to my name and you needed it, I would give it to you. Like, that's just who I am. And then I do stuff not so I can bring it up later. I do it because I want you to have it. I do it because I know you need it. I do it because I care.
Right.
And because I'm like that, I wear my feelings on my sleeve. And sometimes I do too much for people, not even realizing that hey, this is not right. You need to stop doing it. They don't, this is not the person for you. And that takes me back to one of my goals, to listening to my inner self more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ignored her a lot this year. I did.
2019.
So in 2020, I'm listening to her more because she knows what's best for me. So.
She is you.
And she is I. So I think that's what I learned a lot. I'm learning to deal. This year, I'm learning to deal with my grief better.
Mm-hmm.
I've started back going to grief counseling. I had a nice session today.
Mm-hmm.
I literally talked to her from literally childhood, anything I can remember from childhood up until this exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning to deal with that differently because I don't think I really dealt with it in 2019. So in 2020, I'm going to deal with healing from grief and just overall trying to heal from my past wounds in general. That's another thing I learned in 2019, that I needed to deal with those issues in order to grow and move forward and to become the best, a better version of me.
Yeah.
So a lot of things I learned in 2019, I have already started applying this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop, and it's only the second day.
I'm
Proud of me. So yeah. And I wrote out my goals today, and I'm going to work towards those goals every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that my lessons that I've learned in 2019, I am applying them. I'm applying what I've learned.
I would like to say, just going based off what you were saying, just about going to counseling and stuff like that. I think mental health in 2020, something, if you're going through something or need somebody to talk to, not even just in your situation. I know other people that go through other things, and they went and gotten, the right type of counseling in 2019.
Yeah,
so.
I think, talking to somebody is a lot of times frowned upon in our culture, in our community as Black people.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been going to counseling since I was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was 7, I have seen the same lady. She has literally watched me grow up from childhood. And with that being said, having that individual in my corner to talk to as a child, at first it was a little weird to me. I wasn't really a big talker, wanting to talk to her. But over the years, I really appreciate having an individual in my corner like that. Someone to be able to listen and tell my problems to, because at the end of the day, she don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
They there to listen to you and get a check. Now, my counselor, on the other hand, has known me since I was a little girl. And
so she knows you.
She knows me. But I advise, I really do. And if you don't have to pay for counseling. You can go to, a lot of community centers have counselors.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't want to go to counseling, write into me. Y'all can email me at imtlouise@outlook.com. Okay? And I will listen to you. Because whatever you have been through, I've probably been through it too.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably had those emotions. I've probably had those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I may not have all the answers, but I guarantee you, I can give you some words of wisdom. I can plant seeds into your life, into your spirit, into your soul, to give you that encouragement and that extra push to keep going. And my email is imtlouise@outlook.com. And I'm laughing, but I'm so serious.
Mm-hmm.
I've just always been the mom of my friend group.
Mm-hmm.
Not a day has gone by, even in high school, that I haven't had a friend come to me to talk to me about their personal issues.
Right.
I've always been that friend that my friends have leaned on to call about their personal issues. Like, I've had friends tell me stuff that they ain't told nobody else because they know Mama Tyler.
I'm dead.
Mama Tyler, she'll listen. I'm going to give you some mom advice. I'm going to give you literally some mom ass advice. I mean, literally. Demonte comes to me all the time.
I'm walking for my business out there, so I'm quiet.
Look, he comes to me all the time. He comes to me all the time, and I give him encouragement. If you don't have that individual in your life to talk to, please feel free to email me. I'm serious. I will talk to you. I will give y'all my number. You can call. We can have a one-on-one call, and you can tell me what's going on, and I will encourage you. I will give you some words of wisdom. I ain't gonna give you my number out over the podcast. We can email about that. I am T. Louise at Outlook.com. Are you sitting down? And y'all, look, this is off topic, but y'all check out my new travel infomercial. This year, my travel agent, I love her, Miss Rolanda. I have promised her that I am going to shout her out on my podcast and make her an infomercial, and I'm going to. So y'all stay tuned at the end of my podcast. Y'all hear her for all your travel needs. If you want to travel out of the country, if you want to go on a cruise, if you want to go on a vacation right here in your own city, you can still hit her up, and she will still find the best deals for you. And you can tell her that T. Louise sent you. Travel by road. So yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I'm hopeful. I'm excited. And I cannot wait until these doors swing open with these opportunities, these checks and deposits, and to be booked and busy. And I say that from a humblest place. But I mean everything I say. Period. But yeah, period. No, I'm done.
Okay.
Hit him. Monte.
Yes. Y'all can follow Demonte on Instagram at him.monte. You can follow me on Instagram at im.tlouise. And like I said, ladies, if whoever you are, ladies, men, because I know it is a few guys that listen to my podcast. Shout out to y'all. If y'all have questions, if y'all want me to talk about something on my podcast, y'all can email me at im.tlouise at no. Y'all can hit me up on Instagram. Y'all can DM me at im.tlouise, or y'all can send me an email at imtlouise@outlook.com, and I will get back to you guys in the swiftest amount of time. I feel like I'm missing out on something. Yes, it's 2020. Booked and busy is the goal for this year. So y'all need to write out your goals this year. It's still the beginning of January. You still have some time. Don't wait till the middle of January to start writing out no goals. Okay? Because you almost done let a whole month go by. You got a whole month to start on your goals. Don't, I'm gonna do it next month. No. Do it today.
Not next week.
Not next week. Not in 30 minutes. Do it now. Even if you at work, if you on break, you can take your phone out and write some notes down in your phone. You texting, you on the gram.
You scrolling.
So just stop and take some time out to figure out what your goals are in life. Figure out what you can do to better your life and build for your life. We are young, but right now is the time to get it. Now is the time to start building and figuring out what it is that you want for your life. We living in the twisted 20s, baby. Okay? This show ain't called Twisted 20s for no reason. Literally.
That's what this decade.
So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy season 2. I got some good things coming this season of Twisted 20s. We're gonna have a lot of different collaborations and interviews with different creators, and I'm just excited for y'all to hear it and to see it, because we're gonna bring Twisted 20s on YouTube. I'm gonna bring it on YouTube. I got a few people saying bring it on YouTube because they like YouTube. You can't listen. It's on Apple now, okay? It's on Apple. Listen to it on there. But we're gonna bring it to YouTube. We got a lot of good things coming this year, and y'all do too. Y'all just gotta figure out what your goals is and work towards them.
Don't limit yourself.
Do not limit yourself. So with that being said,
You are your only limitation. But with that being said, go ahead. Go ahead, take a sound.
with that being said, everybody have peace, love, and blessings. Tea leaves.